Howdy y'all, Fuzzy Biker here. I'm at Baxter Cycle again, and look what we have here. This is Throwback Thursday, and look at this hot rod. This is a very rare motorcycle indeed. About 170 of these were made. It's a 1960 Royal Enfield Interceptor, one of the VAX models, VAX. And that was because the X was added to the numbers on the frame. But this was the, well actually you can see the VAX right there. This was the new motor. It was heavier duty in every way than the old motor. It said it was new from the crankshaft up. It's a, like I said, about a 700cc parallel twin, overhead valves, cams down below. And I want to show you something about those cams while I'm thinking about it. He said the quick, because it was a race bike, quick change cams. You can take the cams out without turning the motor out. And just a kind of a neat thing there, isn't there? Had a Lucas magneto. There's no battery, no electrical system on this whole bike. Check it out. There's no headlight. Of course, there's no tail light. This was a, I think these were made for desert racing and dirt biking and things like that. And I'm all 1 3/16 carburetor. You could also get them with dual carburetors. But a lot of people said that the race models like this always have the duals, but this one has a single. Just a gorgeous looking thing. It is in the big old velocity stack. I love the way those look. Just a gorgeous engine, you know. Oil lines on the exterior. Back in those days, that was a very common thing. You know, here they are back here. Modern engines don't really have that because, you know, we don't want the leaks. This is an interesting thing here. Pressure case vent goes under this cover here. That's where the chain is. It lets itself out right on over the chain, so that kind of keeps your chain oiled. That's kind of a neat feature. The mist from the crankcase. It has a 4-speed transmission, 1 up, neutral, and then three gears down. So it's the opposite of a normal. It also has a neutral finder. So you're rolling along, when you hit neutral, from whatever gear, you just step on that and it puts you in neutral. And kickstart only, of course. I'm not sure what this weighs, but there isn't much to this motorcycle, so I'm betting it's pretty light. The brake on the front is a 7-inch single leading shoe. You can see a little bit of the cooling pins back here. The back was a 6-inch. Here it is, single leading shoe. I always love this, you know, the mechanical advantage. Brake pedal, the arm here, you know, the adjuster here. Okay, something interesting about this bike too is this was called a quick change sprocket. Because it was a racer, it had the quick change sprocket. Some people think that these had a lower geared forward, a smaller sprocket in the front, so that the bike was much lower geared than they made a street version of this also. But so this was supposed to be much lower geared, you know, and that's what you'd want if you're out in the, you know, racing like that in the dually boonies. Quick detached cams, already talked about that. No battery. Something interesting that I just learned today is that even though this looks like a wet sump engine, if you were to ask me, there's no oil tank anywhere. It looks like a wet sump. It's actually an internal tank, dry sump. So there is an internal tank for oil, separate. Pumps it into that tank. The tank feeds that to the pump. So very interesting. Another interesting thing is the transmission, even though it is part of the engine, is also separate. You can, you know, very interesting look to me anyway. I'm not sure what that means. They were telling me about that, but something about being able to adjust things without having to take the whole engine apart. I'm telling you more than I know already, right? But look at the bike. Isn't that just a gorgeous thing? I love the tank. You know, that... So some of the modern bikes have this same exact decal on it. Or not a decal, it's a build-up. Just a gorgeous looking thing. And also these chrome panels. A lot of the modern bikes will have chrome on the side like that too. Just a beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. Okay, let's look at the what did this bike come with? Well, let's talk about all the instrumentation. There it is, none. Oh, it has a kill switch, a choke, probably timing over here, throttle, clutch on this side, of course, brake, and you know, these are all mechanical brakes, so cable actuated brake. Cable runs down to here. Here's the adjuster right back here. Let's see if there's an adjuster over here. There's also an adjuster up here, very nice. Adjusters for the throttle, choke. I'm assuming this is timing, but I can't guarantee you that. Let's look for the mag. Okay, there's the mag. There is a cable that runs down to it. So I'm assuming there's something in there that can be adjusted slightly with the with that brake lever, or with that timing lever. Just kind of a gorgeous looking machine, isn't it? Something interesting about these, and on this one you won't be able to see it, but the engine actually hangs from this front tube, and then it catches itself back up over here on the back. This one has a skid plate on it right here, so you can't see the bottom of the engine, but the other bikes like this, you can see, the skid plate is not structural, it's just a added on feature. But isn't that just gorgeous? Look at that engine. Look at that, gorgeous stuff, gorgeous stuff. I love it. Twin shocks on the rear. Just a beautiful machine, beautiful machine. You could take that in. This is simplicity. This is about as pure motorcycle as you can get. These twin shocks, they are adjustable, I think. I don't know how to do that. These are the chain adjusters. Both sides. Kind of a cammed thing. Very interesting. This bike does run. I'm not going to be able to start it for you today because I had an injury and I can't ride it. I should be able to start riding a motorcycle in another week or two. But I just love it. They've had this motorcycle here for quite a while. They've got this one, they got another one. A single cylinder one. We'll do a video on that one pretty soon. But oh, look at this. Little knee pads, the beautiful paint, nice seat. Anyway, just a gorgeous looking machine, isn't it? I love the tank. I love just all the chrome, all the little pieces. If you're interested in something like this, I don't know if this particular machine is for sale, but if you're interested in something like this, VAX Recycle has a whole room full of magic old motorcycles like this. Royal Enfields, Nortons, Triumphs, all kinds of British bikes. They specialize in that kind of thing. They also specialize in parts for these motorcycles, by the way. Go to vaxrecycle.com and check them out. Give them a call. They're very friendly, very easy to work with. And you too could have something similar to this. Anyway, life is good. Get yourself out there and ride. Wahoo!